Have you ever heard of it? From December 9 to 14, 1915, Japan's deadliest bear attack took place in Sankabetsu Tomamai village, Hokkaido. Today, we're taking a look at the Sankabetsu Brown Bear Incident. A village located about 30 kilometers southeast of central Tomamai. It was a small village with about 15 households lined up along the road. One of the villagers, Tomizo Ikeda, that day a brown bear appeared at his home. The damage was minor. The bear only raided the corn that had been left under the eaves. But in the early hours of the 20th of that same month, the brown bear returned once again. Fortunately, no damage was reported that time. But as the bear kept returning, Tomizo grew increasingly uneasy. On November 30th, Tomizo visited a local hunter. He asked 2 hunters to patrol the area. He took precautions against the bear's repeated appearances. The hunters searched for the bear at Tomizo's request, but in the end, they were unable to catch the bear that day. December 9th evening. One of Tomamai's residents, Saburo Ota, finished his work in the mountains and headed home. When Saburo returned home, he found 6-year-old Mikio Hasumi lying motionless in front of the hearth, as if he had fallen asleep while sitting. Mikio was a boy who was about to be adopted by the family. Thinking Mikio was asleep, Saburo walked over to him. But what he saw was Mikio, horribly mutilated. His throat and temple each had a hole about the size of a thumb. Furthermore, Saburo realized that Mayu, the family's common-law wife, was nowhere to be found. He searched the house for her. The bear appeared to have dragged Mayu's body across the dirt floor and out through the window. Dozens of strands of her hair were found tangled in the window frame. By then, nightfall was fast approaching. It is said that the villagers were unable to pursue the bear. 9:00 a.m., the morning after the bear attack. A search party was organized to find Mayu. Just then, suddenly the bear appeared. The search party was caught completely off guard. Panicking, they quickly aimed their rifles at the bear. But there was one problem. Their rifles hadn't been properly maintained, and only one shot was fired. Startled by the gunshot, the bear fled. The men searched the area where the bear had been. There they found Mayu's body buried beneath the snow along with her clothing. Only Mayu's lower legs below the knees and part of her skull were recovered. They recovered the remains. That night, a wake was held for Mayu. But that wake marked the beginning of an even greater tragedy. That night, a wake for Mayu and Mikio was held at the Ota family home. However, many people were too frightened of another bear attack to attend. Including Saburo, only 9 people attended the wake. At 8:30 p.m., the bear attacked again. The coffin was knocked over, sending the body onto the floor. Panic erupted among the mourners. 50 people who had been eating at a house about 300 meters away rushed to the scene. By the time they arrived, the bear was already gone. Relieved that no one else had been killed, the villagers decided to leave. To escape another bear attack, they headed to the Mayoke family home, about 500 meters from the Ota house. As the people from the Ota family home made their way to the Miyoka family home. Those inside the Miyoka family home at that moment were the homeowner Yasutaro Miyoki, his wife Yayo, their eldest son Rikizo, their second son Yujiro, their eldest daughter Hisano, their third son Kinzo, their fourth son Umekichi, Ishiguro Saito, who was on his way to a police outpost about 19 kilometers away to report the bear attack, his wife Take, who was pregnant, their third son Iwao, their fourth son Hariyoshi, Yokichi Nagamatsu, a boarder at the Oda family home, who had come to help the Miyoki family. It is believed that there were around 11 people inside. Less than 20 minutes after, the bear disappeared from the Oda family home at around 8:50 p.m. Yayo was preparing a late-night meal. With a thunderous rumble, the bear burst into the house. Caught off guard, Yayo called out, "Who's there?" Yayo and Yujiro realized the bear had broken into the house. Yujiro clung to Yayo's leg. The lamp went out and darkness fell. Yayo, who had fallen to the floor, the bear attacked her. It then bit Umekichi, who was strapped to her back. Witnessing the horrific scene, Yokichi fled. The bear then turned its attention to the fleeing Yokichi. Yokichi was seriously injured, but miraculously survived. Yayo also survived the attack. She seized the opportunity to escape. Outside with the children, the bear bit Yokichi in the waist. He let out a scream. The sound made the bear stop its attack and turn around. The bear then attacked Kinzo, the Miyoke family's 3-year-old third son. Kinzo is believed to have died almost instantly from the bear's attack. The bear then killed Hariyoshi, the Saito family's fourth son. It also seriously injured Iwao Saito, who was beside him. Hearing the children's screams, Taka Saito peeked out from the vegetable storage area where she had been hiding. The bear spotted her and attacked. It is said that Taki cried out, "Please don't tear open my stomach, kill me by biting my throat instead." She eventually lost consciousness and was killed as the bear fed on her upper body. Hearing the screams, about 20 men, armed with hunting rifles, rushed to the Miyoke family home. At that moment, Yayo suddenly rushed outside with Yujiro and Umekichi. She desperately warned them that the bear was still inside the house. Hearing this, the men began discussing what to do. Some suggested burning the house down, while others called for a coordinated volley of gunfire. However, Yayo stopped them, fearing that there were still survivors inside. Following Yayo's warning, the men surrounded the house. Then they fired their rifles into the air. Eventually, the bear emerged in front of the men. But before they could bring themselves to fire, the bear disappeared into the mountains behind the house. The men entered the house to see what had happened. Taki's abdomen had been torn open, and the fetus had been pulled out. At that point, Take, Kinzo, Hariyoshi, and Take's unborn child had been killed, while Yayo, Umekichi, Iwao, and Yokichi had been seriously injured. Rikizo survived by hiding behind sacks of grain. Hisano had fainted and was found lying unconscious in the living room, but she also survived. Yujiro escaped with his mother Yayo and miraculously remained unharmed. Following that night's attack, the villagers evacuated to a local branch school in Sankabetsu. It is said that Yayo's husband, Wai, the head of the household, was away on the night of the attack, though this has never been confirmed. It is also believed that Ishiguro Saito, Ke's husband, was away reporting T-Bear's appearance to the local government office. Seriously injured, Iwao later passed away, without ever knowing that his mother had died. It is said that he repeatedly murmured, "Mom, get the bear away," while desperately asking for water, and passed away 20 minutes later. On December 12th, after receiving Ishiguro Saito's report, the police organized a bear hunting party. However, they were unable to quickly locate the bear as it blended into the forest. As a result, the authorities decided to use the victims' bodies as bait to lure the bear. The plan was carried out immediately, using the bodies left at the Myoke family home. However, the bear stopped and became wary and retreated back into the forest. The bear later broke into the Oda family home once again, but they were unable to kill it then either. The following day, December 13th, the bear broke into 8 homes that had been left deserted after the villagers evacuated. Hunter Heikichi Yamamoto saw the bear enter one of the houses, but he was unable to shoot it. At around 8 p.m. that night, one of the guards spotted what appeared to be the bear on the opposite side of the icy river crossing. But a guard fired at it, but the shadow began to move. It disappeared into the darkness. The following morning, the bear's tracks and bloodstains were discovered. The hunting party followed the bear's blood trail into the mountains. Meanwhile, Hunter Heikichi Yamamoto entered the mountains on his own, separate from the hunting party. And then Yamamoto climbed the mountain ahead of the hunting party and spotted the bear. The bear was focused on the approaching hunting party and had not noticed Yamamoto. He closed to within just 20 meters of the bear. Yamamoto took cover behind a tree and raised his rifle. He fired at the bear from behind. It is said that the bear rose to its feet without hesitation and fixed its gaze on Yamamoto. Yamamoto immediately fired a second shot. The bullet pierced the bear's skull. With the bear's death, the series of attacks finally came to an end. The bear's body was later examined. Human remains and pieces of clothing were found in its stomach.